You know what is worse than quarantine? Carol fucking Baskin. We're gonna walk from home. Cecil, are you ready, mate? Dead. Good.
Hi everyone, I'm Ben, I'm the newbie at 43 Clicks North and I'm going to be doing paid advertising. So just asked me to do a little intro so you can find out a little bit more about me and what I'm going to be doing over at 43. So I just want to explain a little bit about what my interests are, what I like and what I'm going to be doing day to day. And also how I found it transitioning into a new role through the midst of this pandemic as well. To be honest, the whole team have been fantastic, making me feel really, really welcome so far. Even though communication has been a bit tougher, they've broken through all of the boundaries to make me feel as comfortable as possible settling in. Communication's been great, they've been on calls and we've done team meets as well to make sure that I feel like I'm well briefed on everything. So thank you to everyone on the whole team so far for making me feel really welcome. I really, really appreciate it.
I think you're all chatting anyway, but welcome, Ben.
Thank you very much.
Everyone,
Nice to meet you all.
Ben, that's everyone.
Pleasure to meet you all.
I thought just as we're not going to kind of actually see each other in person for a while, if everyone just wanted to kind of go around and just tell them a little bit about yourself and your role in the business.
Nice, I'll start. So hi Ben, take on the phone today. I'm head of CRO, other planning director of the business. All about me. I'm pretty boring. There you go.
Nice, perfectly summarised.
That was really interesting.
That was inspiring.
Thanks mate, that's what I do.
Oh, nice.
Hi Ben, I'm Jack. I do everything creative and I've got a really bad internet connection at the minute.
Yeah, it's a pleasure to meet your pixelated outline.
Pino?
Well, I'm Gino, and the only thing you need to know is I have language issues.
Awesome.
More than that.
So you have to be clear, speak slow.
Oh, I speak very slowly. Yep.
Cheers, man. Nice to meet
And
you.
loudly. Got to speak loudly too.
Ash?
Yep, I'm head of SEO, so I do all the SEO with Becky. I have 3 kids. I like spaghetti bolognese, and my favourite colour's green.
Oh, yeah, ditto. Perfect.
Go on, Becky.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, like Ash said, I work with him mostly on SEO. I feel like he gives me all the shit job. But I work a lot of PR and things like that, and we'll soon learn that I'm apparently the alcoholic of the group.
Noted. Yep, I'll be aware of that.
Out and about.
Adam?
So I'm the head of strategy, so my job kind of covers off the wider strategy across what clients are doing, figuring out how we can help support them across and get into like bigger conversations outside of just the channel specific work that the guys are doing. So whilst they're running all that time, they're trying to basically build the bigger relationships and get us access to bigger budgets with clients really.
Yeah, fantastic. Yeah, sounds pretty good.
And Scott?
We've met, haven't we?
Yeah, we have.
Work on paid social. I don't have kids. I do like spaghetti, and my favourite colour is probably red.
Brilliant. Like it. I feel like that's everything I need to know.
So and Ben, do you want to tell everyone a little bit about you then?
Yeah, absolutely. Overview, I love building Lego, cooking, training, wage training a bit. And yeah, my favourite colour is green as well. And yeah, love marketing. So, and I'm excited to get stuck in and work with you all, really.
Hi Gina, week 5. You just texted me, which made me laugh. One day closer to the end of lockdown, whenever that is. Every time, what do you want? Every time I try and make a video, he hears me doing it and then comes and does this.
Okay, so I suppose like any other business at the time, at the moment, there's a lot of businesses that are being affected in many, many different ways. Us as an agency, like no others, we've been affected as well. So we've had many clients pull back budgets around kind of bidding strategies. A lot of paid search, a lot of paid socials been pulled right back from. They've had their supply chain disrupted. So, you know, there's a lot of impacts on them being able to fulfill their products or services, and therefore as a result of it their marketing plans have kind of been reduced as well. So like many, our workload is kind of, you know, reduced a little bit as a result, and so what we're trying to do is to refocus and put some emphasis on us as a company to be able to make sure that when consumer confidence comes back, people start buying, retail starts to pick back up again, businesses start to open. When we come out the back of this lockdown, which we've now got another 3 weeks of, we're going to be coming back stronger as well. So it's something that we're preaching out there quite a lot at the moment. We're speaking to all of our clients about exactly the same thing. You know, there is a little bit of downtime, there is less time that people are spending either on a commute or on the driving to work. You know, any of that time that can be spent to improve the business in terms of whether it's fulfillment options, whether it's processes, whether it's systems, whether it's product offerings, whether it's the marketing strategy. There's a wide range of things that businesses can be doing to make sure that they come out the other side of it in a better state than when they went into it as well. Otherwise, all you're going to end up is, you know, you're going to come out and be exactly the same place as you were before, except you'll have missed 6 weeks or 9 weeks or however long this lockdown lasts. You'll have just missed out on that period of time, which when comes to your end of year, you're going to start to really suffer from that as a result of it. So we at 43 Clicks North, we're doing exactly the same. We're looking at 3 main areas that will help us kind of come back a little bit bigger, a little bit stronger once kind of the markets return. So beyond our business as usual, like I said, we've got many clients that are still carrying on as normal. They're in industries that have been either less affected or doing particularly well quite at the moment. Beyond that, we're doing kind of 3 main things. The first thing that we're doing is to reinvest in our existing clients. So again, we're trying to make sure and we're practice what we preach in terms of coming out the end of this pandemic in a bigger and better position. So we're using the bit of extra time that we've gained in some areas and reinvesting in the clients who are still invested in us. So we're helping them either move their media spend budgets around and put them into other areas to either start implementing some SEO changes that will see them gain rankings in Google and capture more traffic later down the line, or put better workflows in place, customer service options to be able to convert users better, or just get more out of existing customers once again the consumer confidence returns. So we're putting a lot of wider strategies in place, supporting them on wider channels that we may not have been doing a month or 2 ago. So we're trying to reinvest, put back into our clients what they're putting into us at the moment, strengthen our relationships, and essentially make sure that they've got an exit strategy for when this pandemic finishes, because there will be a land grab for media when this comes out of it. When shops start to open, everyone who has stopped spending on PPC and paid social at the moment will all of a sudden start spending. and that's when CPCs, cost per impressions, they're going to go through the roof. They're going to absolutely go through the roof on so many different industries. The only way to not be impacted by that is to have better systems, better processes in place to be able to capture that traffic, that customers in other areas. You know, there's lots that can be doing. So we're trying to reinvest into clients at the moment to make sure that they're coming out of it, that exit strategy as good as it can be, so that they come out the other end ahead of those who have just pulled back and currently doing nothing. So that's the first thing that we're doing. The other two are much more focused on us as a business. So we've been looking internally at our own processes and systems, in the way that we onboard clients, making sure that's as efficient as possible. We're really keen on making sure that we don't waste our time. You know, clients do pay for our time, they pay for our expertise. The more time we can be doing actually executing the work and putting our head into the strategy and being of value to the client, the better it is. Essentially, we don't want to be spending our time on admin processes where we don't have to. So we're trying to reduce that, and we've identified many different areas to be able to do that. So we're trying to do that, and that'll just only make us more efficient, which means that the work that we can give to our clients gets better and better. And then the third one is we're looking at us in kind of our branding as well. So we are still a young agency, just over 2 years old. And with having no funding behind us previously, the focus has always been about getting clients on board, delivering for the clients. And like a builder's house, we've never really put the focus on ourselves. Yet the people who work at 43 Clicks North, all the guys, they've got the same ethos, they've got the same belief, they're all bought into what we're trying to achieve.